Hi there. I just finished reading for the second time Clockwork. I got the advanced copy, so I'm going through it again. I wanted to pop in here and leave a review, and I thought it might be helpful if I share some of my own experiences implementing the strategies that Mike shares in Clockwork, both in my own business and my clients' businesses, and also share a couple of maybe some pro tips and some pitfalls from the School of Hard Knocks. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Sabrina Starling, the Business Psychologist at tapthepotential.com, the home of How to Hire the Best and the 4-Week Vacation Program. I believe I may be Mike Michalowicz's #1 biggest advocate to small business owners. It started when he wrote The Pumpkin Plan, and then came Profit First, and now we have Clockwork from Mike. So let me just start right there with a pro tip for you. One of the best business books around on Audible is The Pumpkin Plan. Mike is hands down, if you have not had an Audible experience of Mike Michalowicz, you need to listen to not just Clockwork on Audible, but The Pumpkin Plan. So good. And Profit First. And I tell you what I really love to do with books like Clockwork, Profit First, and Pumpkin Plan is I listen to them on Audible first to get a big picture overview, and then I buy the copy so that I can have it at my desk and reference it as I'm working with clients. And here's one of the things that I'm really excited about in Clockwork. I've gotten the privilege of listening to Mike present the ideas in Clockwork for several years now and kind of let them wash over me and sink in, try to implement them in my business, share them with my clients. My clients have been listening to his talks for a while now. And one of the big aha moments when we were at our Breakthroughs on the Bayou retreat that Mike co-facilitates with me, and we were talking to our clients about the 4-week vacation challenge, Mike shared something that I think is really pivotal for our businesses, and that is, as we are clockworking our businesses, we need to be thinking about not just delegating tasks, but delegating decision making. Let that sink in a minute. That is very hard for us business owners to do. We really want those team members who think for themselves, but the second we feel like we have to let go of control, all of a sudden we kind of freak out about that, and we actually do some things that might unintentionally undermine our team members from taking on the decision making. Team members are extremely sensitive to messing up. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Most of us have not had good experiences in the workplace when we mess up. Usually that means somebody's going to fuss at us and come down on us pretty hard. So as you are delegating decisions, I really encourage you to focus on celebrating any decision making that is happening in the business from your team members. The win is that they are making the decisions. We were at our Breakthroughs on the Bayou retreat. I was in a conversation with one of my clients who was really struggling with some of the Clockwork concepts that Mike had been sharing at the retreat. And I started asking him, tell me about the experience your clients tell you they value the most. And he was able to clearly articulate that to me. And then I said, could that be systematized? Could that experience be systematized? And that's when the light bulb went on. He saw how he could extricate himself from the business. We want to be paying attention to what our top clients tell us they are valuing most about the experience they're having with us. The key word in that is experience. Finally, I want to wrap up here. I want to share with you one more School of Hard Knocks tip. 4 years ago, I was surprised to find that I was pregnant with my second daughter. And back then, it was me doing all the work in the business. And as I got closer and closer to my delivery date, I started getting more and more stressed. And I realized I needed to set my business up to run without me in there, to do a full business cycle, just like what's taught in Clockwork. Full business cycle. Or 2, because I wanted to take a 9-week paid maternity leave. And I did that. I set my business up to do that. And by the time I really started working on that, I had about 4.5 months to make it happen. And so a couple of pro tips on this. I have learned as we are rolling out the 4-week vacation program, and we have our clients pledging to take their 4-week vacation in the next 12 to 18 months, something really interesting is happening. Those folks who have that group accountability to make it happen and a hardcore date, who tell their team they're going to take their 4-week vacation, and who have zeroed in on their why, they're moving forward. They're making it happen. That hard deadline that is near us, but not too close, really forces us to get into action and do the work we need to do on our businesses to make it happen. So, I highly recommend Clockwork. This is the next piece of the puzzle for us business owners who are freeing ourselves from our business. I'm going to give you one simple test to let you know if you really need to read this book. You ready? Here it is. Could you right now turn off your cell phone, put it in another room, bury it under some pillows, and be away from your business for the next 5 days? No? Well, what are you waiting for? Order the book.